All right. Hi, everyone. How are you? Good morning. Saturday again, 10 o'clock. All right. So today we're going to focus on the standing post meditation again, because of course, is actually is that everyone can stand, like we will really get into the position or posture of the standing post meditation, or we can sit. So sit, you can also sit on the floor, double lotus, single lotus, or just casual sitting on the floor, or is that sitting on a chair. It really, really does not matter. What really matters is the inhale and exhale. So today we're going to focus on the inhale and exhale, because that really is the key. So we have talked about it before that here we are not going to focus on like the strengthening of the body, or even is that in Qigong for especially for most of the teachings that in the Western world has been focused more on like accumulating qi, like even for example, Mantak Chia talks about cultivating the primordial qi, and most of that, and also is from the wushu side, and then also from the pure, like a practice side, emphasize a lot on of accumulating or strengthening of the qi, especially the primordial qi. So here, we don't need to emphasize that, because there are many different ways that you can do that. If you feel that currently that in your practice, that is the most important thing for you. If you feel that way, which is fine, okay? But over here, that how to say is that we want to really go back to originally the Taoist practice, which is more of an emerging with the universal energy, the universal qi. So, and that is the oneness. And we actually are one energetically. Energetically, all of us, not only just us, and also trees and everything, the stars, the moon, the sun, all of that is all one gigantic energy. And we are just one tiny part of that. And how can we, during our meditation or during our standing post meditation, that how that we can feel that oneness energy. And the reason for that is because that when you are emerging with the one, you really become the one. And naturally, the selfless, the no self, it really just show it to you. And that's how we actually really feel. And our body just totally emerge with the one. There's no body. The feeling of no self exists. The body is, it's there, but actually it's all just part of the whole. And that is the time actually is that abnormality in our body gets automatically corrected because each of our cell just becomes a part of this whole universal energy. And abnormality, because the universe is running in a very, very highly automated, regulated pattern, that we just merge with that. Abnormality just automatically gets adjusted. And that's something that before that we actually, let's say we're a beginner, and before we actually able to experience that ourselves, we have to like just kind of trust that. And then the practice of standing post meditation or any kind of meditation, it becomes of a process of letting go and letting go and letting go. Now, how do we get there, right? Because you know that this sounds like it's so difficult, isn't it? Right? Because you know, our thoughts, the mind, seems like it's non-stop, right? It keeps coming in, it keeps coming. Different kind of thought just keeps coming in, you know? So it seems like a very, very difficult, right? How to say is that? So number one, first is that depends on where we are, okay? And I'm sure many of you that have already come to a state that when you allocate a time of the day, and that's the time that you're going to meditate or you're going to do standing pose meditation. And when you do that, you automatically really, really into the stillness, and then you emerge with the one energy. So many of us probably already reached that. Now, so this would be a more of like a study together, a sharing together, that for some of us that we just haven't got to that point yet. And so when we sit down or when we stand to meditate, we often lots of every kinds of thoughts, worries, you know, and things to do, chores, you know, things come up, okay? Well, don't fight that. Sometimes these thoughts are very, very good, and just temporarily let it go. And then when you're done meditation, you can write it down, okay? Many of these thoughts are probably actually very good thoughts that helps you solve a lot of the problems. But during the meditation, let's say initially you cannot do this. You can put a notebook next to you, and really good thoughts come along, you write them down. Once you write them down, you let them go. Okay, but really is that this is not the time that we do that. So we want to get rid of that notebook. So every time when a thought comes in, don't fight it. Because the more that you try to fight it, the more that your mind, you know, the mind feels like got an upper hand, you know, and then will really just keep going with you. And then you'll be like entangled in thoughts. So every time when a thought comes in and you just file it away and you kind of like silently tell yourself that, okay, I got it, I recognize it, and let it go. So anything that appears during the meditation, so not to have any kind of relationship with it, just let it go. Don't develop any relationship, or entanglement is another word. develop a relationship or entanglement, these are really means the same thing. So just let it go, right? Okay. So one thing can really, really help us is actually focus on the breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe in, breathe out, when you focus on that, put your attention to that, then your mind will quiet down automatically because you have your mind's attention on the breath. Okay. So one of the things that I felt was really, really helpful was that really, really focus on the out breath when we exhale. So each exhale, we purposely focus on, like, let the feeling of the boundary of your body go. So let's say, take an example. So for example, like me, I have this left arm, left shoulder, and left neck because I have arthritis on this side. So when I do the standing pose meditation, when the chi begin to move, I will feel really, really sore on my left arm. So when I am I inhale, I could feel that I join in the tension of my left arm. And then when I exhale, I let that tension go around my neck, around my left shoulder, and on my left arm. So when I do that, and let's say do 5 times, 10 times, then the feeling of the sore of the arm kind of like goes away. The feeling just becomes weaker and weaker and weaker. And so we can apply that to like almost every part of our body. And we can start from the head and we let go any kind of tension that's in our head. And then it comes down to the back of the head, to the neck, to the shoulder, to the arm, to the chest, where the heart area, the lung area, the middle section, the hip, the leg, okay? So when we do exhale, so when we do inhale, it's like as if we draw in all of the tension that still remains in the body. And then when we exhale out any kind of feelings, tensions that in every part of our body. And we just keep doing this. When there's a thought coming, we let go of the thought. We focus on the breath. We focus on of the letting go. We focus on like shu, like dissolve. This is the second word. Second word, shu. We focus on the word dissolve. This word over here. Shu. We dissolve the feelings. We dissolve the feelings of our body part. So we focus on that. And before you know it, you're going to feel the emptiness of your body. And then you're going to feel you are immersed with the whole. So one of the things that here is that, so there's an attention, like where do you put your attention, right? So overall, your attention is on the breath. But at the same time, behind the main tongue, that we have the third eye. So we focus the third eye on of looking inward, move down to the throat, move down to the center of the heart, move down to the solar plexus, move down to the lower dantian, and moving down along the body if you are standing. Okay, so when you inhale, focus on when you inhale, focus on the energy that when you inhale, focus on as if you are drawing the energy from the earth and moving along the back of yourself up to the crown, and then forward, going inward, inside to your third eye, down to the middle dantian, the middle part of the body, and then to the dantian, the lower dantian, okay? So upper dantian is where the third eye, the Ni-Wan Palace, and then the upper dantian is around the heart, a middle dantian around the heart, and the lower dantian is where the tummy, just below 3-finger width of the belly button, okay? And you can continue, have the energy moving down, recycle the chi into the earth, and then draw back up. So this is the 大周天, 小周天, the small circulation and the larger circulation, okay? So initially, when we still have thoughts that come into us, so just focus on the breathe in, breathe out, at the same time, aware of what the energy drawing up to the crown, down, upper dantian, middle dantian, and lower dantian, circle down to the center of the earth, come back down, up again. So just keep doing this. At some point, you will not need to consciously do this again, because at that time, you will be automatically emerged with the one. And that feeling is amazing and incredible, because you become of the larger existence. There will be no self exist. And even the breath, and you are not going to really feel it's you breathing. You just need to stay with that energy, and the breath will automatically happen. Automatic, okay? So I think that I have made it very, very clear. And now we just need to focus on, when we are with the one, we as the person and the whole universe becomes one. He means harmonizing, becomes one, okay? So and it's very important. And the thing today we're gonna focus on is this. This is she, okay? So when we exhale, we focus on she, okay? When we exhale, we focus on she, okay? So now I'm gonna stop the sharing of this slide, and then we're gonna focus on doing the standing post meditation. I don't know how much that you can see me, but it really does not matter. And you just try to stand or sit in a position that is comfortable for you. That's the key, okay? The reason that need to be comfortable is that you need to be relaxed, okay? So now before we get into that, let's do a little bit of shaking, okay? Let's shake. Shake, shake, shake. Do a little bit of shaking. All right. Relax. Relax is the key, okay? Need to really relax. And it's very enjoyable, okay? Very grateful that there's a time actually that you're able to do this, right? We're all so busy, busy, you know? And we don't know sometimes why we're busy, okay? All right, so relax, shake. So when you do the shaking, have the knee a little bit bent. And last night, I made a sourdough dough. And then right before this class, I put the sourdough in the oven. Now, the whole house, it smells of the fragrance of sourdough bread. Okay, relax, okay? Relax is the most important thing. So shu is a kind of relax. It's just a little bit more of focused on of letting go of your bodily feelings. So that when you let go of the bodily feelings, then you can actually moving from this physical body feeling to the energetic feeling. So when we are into the energetic feeling, it's as if is that we let go of the physical body and into the energetic body. Okay? All right. So it's very simple. Okay? It's very, very simple. And actually is that when you're able to do that, and actually is that the energy in your body, it will actually run by itself. Even when you go and do other things, that energy never leaves you. It stays with you and keeps running. And all day long, it helps you build the qi. So this is a different way of building the qi. It's not that we do not care about building the qi. It's just a different way of building the qi. And just imagine that, right? How much qi is in the universe? When you are being one with the universe, your qi just increases by itself. When you are walking, when you are sitting, when you are watching TV, when you do anything, when you're sleeping, the qi moves. Your body, qi moves. Like when I go to sleep, the bottom of my feet, I feel like, it's turning all the time because the qi is moving, okay? I once have a friend who came to Eastover, and he walked with me, on the hiking trail. And that night when he came back, and he's like 70 years old, and he said that his feet was sweating. He said that he hasn't felt that for over 20 years. And suddenly he feels like the bottom of his feet becomes alive. The reason is because that we actually, our body, there's a chi field. When you are with someone together, your chi actually affects the other person. So when your chi is strong, it affects the people that are with you. Okay, so this is why is that when you become a good practitioner, you automatically affect others. And that's very, very significant, isn't it? Right? So, and that's the same thing. When you are happy, everyone around you becomes happy. So when you change the reality around you, and you change the world. And that is why that I am here. Okay? All right. Okay. So enough for shaking. Now do a little bit of patting. Okay? Now with the hand, hold like a hollow. Okay? Patting. Now pat the inside of the arm. Back, upper side of the arm. It's the heart channel. The inside is the heart channel. And then the top. You can pat here really hard. And then the shoulder. Now this side. Hold it hollow. You know, before you know it, you're gonna have a nice waist. It's gonna help you with your elimination. Your heart becomes strong. Nice mid waist. Strong and healthy hip. Go to the hip. Kidney. Energetic. Go down on the side of the leg. And that's the gallbladder channel. Every day. You can do this when you watch TV, standing on the line. It's okay. Like a little monkey. Side. The back behind the knee, pat it hard. And then come back to the side again. Go down on the side of the leg. On the side of the ankle. To the front toe. Inside of the feet. Inside of the small leg. Move up. On top of the knee. Inside of the upper leg. Up. Roll. Side again. Your arm will automatically knows how hard to pat yourself. It will automatically tells you. It's effortless. You're not beating yourself. You can hear the sound. You're not beating yourself. Okay? There should be no pain feeling on your palm. All right. Now, all of the qi, all of the cells, the dead cells already left the body when you do this padding. The half-dead cell. The reason for the padding, because our body actually has a lot of half-dead cells. They occupy a space. They don't die so that they cannot be replaced. Live cells actually, they are being replaced constantly all the time, but the half-dead cells, they don't die. That's the issue. And this is why actually padding is so powerful. Don't view this as a small thing. You think it's a joke. It's not, okay? So let go all of the dead cells so that it can regenerate the new cells. So keep doing this. You're gonna become younger and younger. Okay, all right. Now, all of the cells are alive, okay? Now we are ready to do standing pose meditation. I'm gonna stand this way so that you can see how to do that. Now, you can put the feet like shoulder level, shoulder width, okay, or a little bit wider. And then with the toe, a little bit, tiny bit closer compared to the hip. So it's like this, okay? So it's kind of like this, okay? A reverse 8 with your feet, okay? Not your arm. And just naturally let your arm be in front of the dantian. And some of you might like it better of holding in front of the heart. So if you're holding in front of the heart, face yourself to the west. And if you're holding in front of your dantian, face yourself to the south. And you can also hold like this. If you hold like this, face to the east. And then if you hold like this, one arm on the front, one arm on the back, you face north. And the reason for that, it's because of the line up of the magnetic field. And when you're standing in different directions, your body will have more sensitive and better exchange with the universal energy. Simple, okay? So these things I will keep like repeating again and again so that if you follow me every week, you don't need to memorize. So one of the most important things when we do the meditation, whether it's sitting or standing, we do not give the mind, the brain, a chance to jump in. Like you want to let part go, okay? So then in this way, you can easier to merge with the universal energy, all right? So that's the goal, okay? But don't like it, make it like as if it's something that you have to achieve. No, it is not to achieve. Rather is that we actually, that's how we are naturally. So when we relax, we actually is relaxed back to who we actually are. But we have been conditioned. We have been conditioned that to perform in a society as a person, and we developed a self, you know. So we have been conditioned to that. And now that we want to peel like as if peeling an onion. And we want to peel off of all these layers that this concept about ourself. We want to peel them away, just keep peel them away. So let it go and let it go and let it go. Okay? And back to our essence, back to ourself. All right, so now let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to do the one that holding of the arm in front of my dantian, the lower dantian. So I have the feet, it's like a number 8, the Chinese word 8, with the toe closer and heels a little bit further apart. And then the knee is naturally bent, no straining. And then the butt is actually a little bit sitting back, as if we're sitting on a high chair and we are touching the edge of the high chair. Totally relaxed. And the upper body, the hip, the knee, the feet, and the feet is like as if glued on. And the weight of the body just goes down to the earth along our neck. So when we stand in this posture, if there's anywhere that you feel you have to really hold up your body, then that means is that somewhere we are not standing correct. So adjust that. Adjust it so that everything is just so natural. Hold the head crown up as if there's a line that's from the center of the crown that's pulling up our head. Chin a little bit tucked. Inhale. When we inhale, we draw the energy from the earth up the back to the back, along the spine, up to the crown, forward, going back in. Behind the third eye. Come down the throat. Come down the chest. Come down the throat flat. Come down the lower dantian. Along the two legs. Just moving the of the earth. Again, keep circulating this way. Looking inward. Looking inward. Inhale. Exhale. As we exhale. From top of the head down to the feet. Gradually, as you exhale, let go of the physical body feeling each part as it moves down. Let go of the physical senses. Inhale. So when I say the word "shu," it means exhale. You can say the word. You can say it in your own rhythm. You don't need to follow my rhythm. I only say it here to help us getting on this no thought action. Just follow the inhale and exhale. So when it's exhale, I'm gonna say Shri. Inhale. Keep doing this as much as you can. For beginners, the first day, maybe you do 20 minutes, and then to half an hour, and then to 1 hour. So the ones that are able to continue, you just continue doing this. Don't need to be interrupted from what I'm going to say next. So next I'm going to show here when you decided that you want to get out of doing this standing pose meditation. So get out really, really slowly and begin to feel of your fingers and the arm, and then slowly open the eyes, open the eyes, and then do several of gathering the chi. So inhale, exhale. Feel the strong chi between the palms. Inhale. Exhale. gathering all the love in the universe, and pouring down through the crown, washing down love, wash down the whole body. Inhale, wash down. Feel the sensation of the skin. Inhale, through the crown, go down the bone marrow, fill with chi, fill with blood. Inhale, wash down the blood, cleanse the blood. Inhale, wash down the organs, through the lung, pancreas, the liver, bladder, urethra, wash, cleanse. Inhale, the veins, every vein, all send to the center of the earth, recycle, gathering the chi, love, abundance, energy of the earth. Let go all of the negativity, the conditioning, the restrictions, limitations. Let all let go. It's all projected from our from our conditioned mind, gathering the strength from the universe, there and just being ourselves, being who we are. Feel our heart with love. So that'll be all for today. I think we had a wonderful, wonderful session. And join me next week again, Saturday at 10 a.m. New York time. So that's the Eastern Standard Time. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.